my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy back on your screen, and you know what that means. It's tutorial o'clock, and today we'll be doing jungle braids. Stay tuned. The one thing keeping me from going back on low cut, it has to be you guys, my YouTube family. If you didn't know already, short hair is my best hairstyle. I was just doing a length check to see how far my hair has grown. Now, before we do any braid hairstyle, you guys know we have to prep our hair. It just makes the work easier and less time consuming. So I'm just showing you guys how I part my hair. In total, I believe I had about 23 braids, which you guys are going to see at the end of the video. I used landmarks. So I use my ear as a landmark for my first part. I always use a good hair gel to clean out my parts. Invest in a good hair gel. I use the Shine and Jam, and sometimes I use the Eco Styler gel. I didn't show those hair gels in this video because I forgot. So it looks easy parting hair on screen, but trust me, it's not easy at all. So it's something that you have to take your time to do it multiple times till you get straight parts. And if you don't get straight parts, that's still okay. While doing my hair, while parting my hair, actually I realized that I have this shifting scalp. The first time I noticed that was on a client's head. So shifting scalp basically means that you part your hair and it looks straight. By the time you pack it up or by the time you move it around, you notice that the line is crooked. So that's one of the challenges I had to go through. And yes, you guys can see that I have 4 rows there at the back, and I'll be doing the front side. Basically what I'm doing here is connecting those lines, as you can see. So I'm done with my parts, and this is what the front looks like. I actually forgot to show you what each part looks like, but I'm going to leave the number of braids on each row on the screen for you guys to see. For this hairstyle, I used color 1, which is black, and I used Lush. If you notice at the back the sizes were all different, that was because I was still playing around with different sizes and I was still not satisfied with the size here. So for this particular braid I'm using to show you guys how I braided the hair, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So the first thing I'm going to do is use hair gel to bring the braid together, or the section together, because as you can see it's quite big. So after that I use a smaller comb to make sure that the gel is distributed evenly and everything is smooth as best as I can. For this hairstyle I used 3 packs of Lush braiding hair in color 1. Now I wish I had done 3 jumbo parts so I could get less number of braids, but I was actually satisfied with the end results. Just that I don't like having a lot of attachment on my head. Once attachment exceeds 2.5 packs, then for me it's a lot. But the surprising thing was that it didn't feel heavy even as it was 3 packs. Now I don't know if it's because I made loose braids or because the quantity they now give us in the packs have reduced. So I can't tell what really happened. So as you can see, I'm using the knotless method to knotless feeding method to do these braids. And one very key thing here is to make sure you hide your own natural hair, which is something that I struggled with here, as you guys can see. I can actually do that if I'm braiding someone else's hair, but braiding my own hair I couldn't see my back, and yeah, I was struggling with every other thing, so it was a challenge. But I believe that the more I do these things, the better I will get at them. So after braiding up to where your hair is, the next thing you do is to release the grip on the hair as much as you can, because that's the whole point of doing this hairstyle. If your grip is still too tight, your braids are still too tight, then you're not going to get the look you got in the beginning. If your real hair picking through bothers you a lot, you can always try the crochet method for this style. But even the crochet method, I understand that you still have to hide your hair, so it's all about practice. The more you practice, definitely you're going to get better. And here I am knotting the hair. I always use other braids to check the length before I knot, and I like to do my knots 2 times. You can also do it 3 times or 4 times. It just depends on how I feel, but for me 2 times is okay. I have finished braiding the hair. This is what the loose braids look like, and this is what the jungle braids look like. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved the jungle braids in a bit. First thing, I pull out the hair, and I like to go from the bottom to the top. I tried from the top to the bottom, it didn't work out well for me, so I just prefer to stick to going from the bottom to the top. And this is why you need to loosen your grip, because can you imagine that your braids were really tight? You wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now with ease. So you keep picking out the hair and pulling it apart like I'm doing here as much as you can. You can make it a bit more exaggerated or more distressed, or you can make it just look fluffy. It all depends on you. Then for the tips, I'll be using my bendy rollers on them. The first thing I'll do is to apply hair mousse. So I grab like a section, brush through it, apply hair mousse. I use the cream of nature, and I use my bendy rollers. I do the rolling, twisting, and inwards, and that's it. I put it in the hot water, and yeah, this is the final look. One thing I would advise is not to trim this hair. I tried it on one side and it looked a bit rough, so there's no need trimming this hair. Just dip the tips in hot water and you're good to go. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay safe. Bye.